Oh, did you have a good spooky time, everybody?
Oh, best Spooktober of my life.
Yeah?
No, I had a rubbish time.
Oh, no.
It's too scary.
Too scary.
We've already, well, I mean, it's breaking the illusion here, but it's not Halloween yet, and we've already finished a bag of sweets that
Just
we were
trying to
going
be
leave for
professional,
trick-or-treaters.
you know. Trying
Sorry,
not to...
sorry, I just wanted to talk about eating children's sweets before they had the chance to get to them. A big bag of like refreshers and stuff, and they are literal crack to me. So sorry, children.
Giving them away? Are you actually doing the trick or treat thing for the kiddles that
Well,
pop round?
we were supposed to be out on Halloween night, doing a graveyard walk. So we're just going to leave a bowl.
Of course you are. You are so spooky.
Hey, why not? We live 5 minutes from a graveyard. Why not make the most of it? Yeah, but we're going to do the trust exercise and leave a big bowl of sweets out. And just leave a note saying, sorry, we're not in. Just take a couple of sweets. Be good.
Take one.
Yeah, we're watching you.
It always works well.
Yeah, I'm curious how it'd go. Unless it's like a lot. This isn't the kind of area to have lots of little shits who'll come and steal sweets. I don't think. Well, maybe. I need to set up a webcam for this and just watch and see what happens.
Yeah,
You should stream it.
Yeah.
If it didn't, dox where you live.
And you could check in on it when you're out at the graveyard, just see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll
Those
dox.
fuckers just took my bowl.
I'll dox every child who takes more than 3 sweets. Them's the rules.
Well, I mean, to be fair, although I was trying to maintain an illusion, my thing is actually semi-spooky.
Oh, no.
Not really intentionally. I just saw... I would have covered this any time of year, but the fact that it's coming just after Halloween at time of release... but is being recorded pre-Halloween, I feel justified. So I probably would have started my thing by saying, just by the way, just so you know, it's not actually been Halloween yet before we do my thing. So
I've already got
I would have only said it myself, Mikey. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
It's spooky season, so chances are anything you find is going to be spooky related. You can't avoid it.
No?
So someone's going to have something spooky. So you took the spooky bullet for us, Peter.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The bullet.
Very good. Oh, big fan of that.
Was that very good? I can't tell if that was brilliant or terrible.
I think
Peter, it is your place as the non-joke teller to reassure me that was excellent. It's my
Indeed.
place to feel bad about it.
Excellent. Well done.
Go on, is it really that good though, Peter?
Really good.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm not good. Yeah, I'm not a good judge
the
of
music
humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring on the music.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poddy. It's the official Vidiots podcast. It's a conversational podcast. Yeah. Where we take some questions from you at home and obey the law of the 3 R's. Everybody brings thing to talk about. I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Michael.
I didn't want to do the strainy thing. It probably wouldn't be good for me right
No,
now.
you've hurt your tum-tum bones, haven't you? That's medically, I think.
My between chest and tummy bones, I believe they're known as ribs in the science world.
Ribbly Wibblies. Very, very sore at the minute, bless
Probably
you.
not a good idea to do this.
Oh, no, that's not good. I actually got a bit lightheaded doing it, so that's also not good. So, a lot of straining. More straining than, when you do a poo. When you do a poo.
Yeah,
What's the word? A poo.
Yeah. What's the nice way of saying it? There isn't one. Poo. It's a poo.
A shit.
What is the nicest way of saying poo? Like
defecating.
No, that's really visceral. Like defecate. That's like defecate.
Plop time.
Plop time.
I've told
that's
you before. Plop time is good. I've told you before, haven't I, about the TV show that used to be on called Law of the Playground, where it was just talking heads of celebrities telling stories about when they were at school. And there was a guy there talking about how one day all of the boys were kept behind in assembly at primary school. All the girls were sent off. And the headmaster came to the front of the assembly and said, "Right, you've all been asked to stay behind because the caretaker has told me that last night a boy defecated in the school urinal." And one boy turns to this young version of the celebrity and says, what's defecated mean? And he turns back to him and says, "I think it's a type of coffee."
Excellent. Anyone for a coffee? Just defecated for me.
Defecated,
just
please. Yeah, I don't want to be up all
I
night.
won't sleep. I love defecated, please. Oh dear.
Excellent. Well, if you're enjoying this phenomenal, enlightening conversation so far, maybe you'd consider supporting us financially. You don't have to, that's fine. But we are about to shout out the Pod Squad, the wonderful, elite Podiots listeners who go above and beyond and have donated £3 or more to get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show. You can do that by going to streamlabs.com/Podiots donations with an S on the end. £3 or more. Get that shout out. Join the Pod Squad. Mikey, who's up first?
We start with Caroline. I want my kids back. Oh, dear Christ. Oh, no. The story continues. Small peena, but it smells big. Good.
Oh.
Cunt uppy, slide friggin'. The Chegg Pranos. Good, very good. The stupendously generous pro trainer, who's been very generous. Thank you very much. And they say, have some of my uni money. The government are paying me to become a teacher, and so I have surplus income. It should go towards something good, and you guys do a lot of good for a lot of people. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Trainer. Or Mrs. Trainer.
Or Ms. Trainer.
Ms. Trainer. Kevin from Con. Hawkman 105. Momo Beans. Donak 07. Trunter's used toilet seat. Mill Pool. Raindrop Joy. Flaps. Just flaps. Flaps. Bonehold Steve Bopson.
That's really stupid.
What? Can you explain that to me?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. Yeah.
Bonehold Steve Bopson. I like it. Very good. A slightly uncomfortable hat. Specky Becky. Katiekin Solo. Stephen Skodes. And I paid for a loo seat. Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Not sure if there was just no message left, but it looks like Katie Kinsolo has been very generous there.
She has been very generous.
There was no message. Oh. I did double check. I will triple check. But yes, that's very generous of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
Very generous but silent Katie Kinsolo.
Yeah. No mentioned.
The list continues. Caroline, you broke my heart. Wow, that's a big donation. Is the name of the next person. Have some money to be funny. Oh, Caroline, don't take the cat.
Oh, God.
Stukalicious. What happened to Bethins? Oh, remember Bethins?
Bethins? Are you there, Bethins?
Lord Brotovich, but not spooky. Bobby Chegalooney. Nice. Peter Boston. Dave Badgson Phillips. Biffadese Nuts.
Got him.
Got him.
Filthy Sandra's Feral Fuckboy.
Oh, wow.
Caroline, I'm with Sandra now. Oh, my God. What's going on? You know it's all about Dacoum? What is that?
I think that's a Reffling reference. It's usually Boom.
Okay.
He's talking about jizz.
Caroline left me for my nan.
Oh God!
Caroline,
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, Jags. Just keep swimming. Ash, who was very generous, and said, "Hello, boys and/or girls. Please, could you wish my best friend Ashley a happy birthday? She turns redacted on Monday, and what better gift than a shout out from 3 weirdos on the interwebs? Thanks for all the laughs, and as always, just keep swimming." Oh, well. Happy birthday,
Ashley.
Happy birthday, Ashley. I don't know which Monday it was.
Yeah, we may have missed it, but we hope you had a happy birthday if we have indeed missed it.
Yes.
Finally, Ryan made Caroline cry.
Oh, no. The saga continues now. Caroline Benson Phillips. Streamlabs.com / thank you for your donation. A Caroline, but not that one. Crusty Jugglers, Dogs Can't Look Up, Hollywood's Wilted Hand Wank, Hard Cheese to you, Patrick, Fart, I Am Phone, Trudy Beekman, Mr. Black, Crusty Menace, The Caroline Saga Needs Film, My Vagina Tattoo is Beautiful, sure it is, Big Titty Jesus 42, Tommy and Ben the Wank Engines, What are you? Some sort of lib? Also, and as well as, Bobby's Rabbi blew me. Right.
Oh, dearie
And
me.
the list continues, who somehow ended up being very last, and that is impressive. Congratulations.
The only place that could have not worked.
Oh, dear. Wow.
Thank you so much, everyone. That's your Pod Squad for this week. Once again, streamlabs.com/Podius donation, £3 or more to get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show. Are you guys ready for your first question?
So before we get into it, just the talk of libs. I don't know how often you look at like the new stream of comments we get on the channel, but there was an absolute essay written on the Worst Games Ever Little Britain video the other day, and I'm checking it out.
It's always a good one.
Oh, it's just like they've even got it's appendix at the end, like where they expand on their points. Oh, it's spectacular. If you want to, anyone at home, if you're feeling like it's a quiet Sunday evening, you want to have a nice little bit of reading, just go through the comments on that video. It's entertainment for hours. It's so good.
I'm going to get it up now
cry
just to read
over
in
Little
the
Britain.
background.
I absolutely never want to go in the comments section. But anyone who writes an essay in the comments section of YouTube, as to quote one of our employees at Triple Jump, needs to touch some fucking grass.
Who said that?
Alex did.
Oh,
Really
really?
good. Yeah.
I like it.
that.
Need to go and touch some fucking grass.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
do.
Good stuff. Question 1 comes from Specky Becky.
Oh my god, it is really big. Sorry. There are square bracket like notes at the bottom. No, they're like footnotes in square brackets with numbers. It's fantastic. Anyway, please continue.
At Becky Wilkieson on Twitter. What has been your most extravagant drunken purchase? I'm not asking this when I am drunk. Says Becky. We don't believe you.
Thank you, Specky Becky. Extravagant drunken purchase. I tend to, not to be boring, but I really just avoid. I know that it's a dangerous game, so I pretty much just avoid buying things when I'm drunk because I know not to.
I usually am the same. Usually I'm a very good boy because I'm a stingy fucker and I don't like spending unnecessary money. But I can't remember why. But I think some football event was going on, and as someone who doesn't watch football at all, I got it in my head that I need an Amsterdam jersey top thing. And so, like in the middle of a house party, I stood there stumbling from side to side, going on to Sports Direct and paid £60 for an orange football top. And then when it came, I looked at it and went, this wasn't worth the money, and just sent it straight back. But I got the free Sports Direct mug that you get with all your purchases there.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got to keep that. So I did win. I succeeded with that. I'm actually kind of upset I didn't keep it because it was a very nice jersey, very bright, luminous orange. But I'm a fake fan. I don't like Amsterdam, the team, and I'm not really into football, the sport. So I can't wear it with pride.
Oh, Michael. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. That's all right.
I once bought and Peter, you did actually see this.
Right.
I have since gotten rid of it. A giant A1, I want to say the size was, BB-8 poster. I don't know why I bought it. It was sort of like a schematic style poster. You know, you get for cars.
Okay.
Like that for BB-8. And I bought it, and it was when I worked for the NHS, and I got it delivered to work, but it came in a frame. So it was gigantic. Wow. And one of my friends, James, had to like poke his head in and say, did anyone order a giant poster? And in front of everyone, I had to admit that, yes, I was the one who bought the giant BB-8 poster. It was that, Force Awakens had just come out or was coming out and all the merch was there. I don't know. Maybe I got too excited, I think.
No. I can... Just so I've got an interesting answer rather than, just don't buy things when I'm drunk. I can at least tell you about an extravagant purchase that I made recently that I kind of regret a little bit because I pre-ordered it. I saw there was a bit of a discount going on Twitter. I saw this tweet go out. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get that. And I only had to put down a little deposit. I think the total was was it like 60 quid? I think it was 65 quid, and maybe with postage it was about 70 quid. But I only paid a little bit to start with. And then about 3 weeks later, when I was deep into the month and I had no money left, I got an email through saying, we'll take the remaining 60 quid from your account soon. I was like, oh no. And it was are you aware of First for Figures? They do little statuettes and stuff of mostly gaming characters. I think maybe they probably do the occasional TV and film ones, but they do these really nice resin.
Yeah, they look nice. Wow.
Action figures of different stuff, and they do quite a lot of retro things. And they just recently put out a tweet saying pre-orders are now available for a big crystal dragon from Spyro, from where the dragons are trapped in crystal and you have to rescue them. And I used to have I still have a little 3D printed one that's like smaller than a Coke can. It's about, I don't know, 3 inches tall. There's just like solid green 3D print material. But this is like a nicely textured kind of thing that I just thought, I don't have enough stuff on my desk at work, and I'd like to have a few more desk tats. Yeah. And I saw this tweet and bought it, and then, as I say, I felt major regret weeks later when they wanted.
Have you got it yet, or is it still?
No, it's not even here yet. They've taken the money, but it's not been released. But I think it's pretty soon. I'm not even sure exactly when it comes out. But
you're going to be like when that arrives, you're going to see that every day on your desk and be reminded of like, fuck, that cost 60 quid. Oh,
I'm hoping it'll be the
I'll
other way
remind you
around
as well, if you like, every time I walk past your desk.
Yeah, 60
remember when you
quid,
paid 60 quid for that?
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll be the other way around, and when it actually arrives, I'll no longer be regretful. I'll think, oh no, I'm really happy with that. That looks really good.
Yeah, I think it'll probably sting for a week, and then then you'll be like, oh no, I like this. I like this.
Yeah.
Keep us posted. I'm excited to hear more.
It better be spectacular.
It better bloody well be.
Who's got a thing they'd like to do?
Yeah, I've got a thing.
Yeah, fucking go on then.
So here's a slightly spooky thing, as reported in the Daily Mirror today, at time of recording.
Oh my God.
This is hot off the presses. It was released. It was written at 11:06 and updated at 11:08. Apparently, some new information came out 2 minutes later. Town haunted by child singing creepy nursery rhyme for a year.
Oh God.
Oh, good. Okay.
Right. There's actually more to that headline, but I'm going to stop there. But yeah, little subheading. The chilling sound of a nursery rhyme being sung late at night for almost a year left residents terrified, prompting officials at Ipswich Borough Council to investigate. Right, here we go. This is written by Rosaline Fenton.
Fenton!
Jesus Christ!
Fenton.
Right, here we go. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. No. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. As nursery rhymes go, it's certainly not the best one, once you think about its creepy undertones. It is especially creepy when you repeatedly hear it being sung by a child late at night, and officials are unable to find out where the sound is coming from. For many of us, it might be enough to persuade us that we should move house in a bid to leave behind a creepy ghost that is apparently a fan of nursery rhymes.
If you moved house because of that, would you have to disclose that to the new people buying the house? Like, we're moving because of the ghost child.
So tell me why you're moving. Oh, it's a really nice house, but it's just the way that the ghost child sings It's Raining, It's Pouring at 2 a.m. Residents in Ipswich were left terrified after they started hearing the eerie song in September 2017. Oh, has this just been reposted for Halloween then? I think it probably has. That's a bit more boring. That's strange actually, because I told Amy when I got back today what my thing was going to be, and she said, "Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that." And I was thinking, well, unless you've been reading the news today, like you haven't heard of this because it's a fresh story. But anyway, we'll carry on. Disappointing. They spoke to local paper, the Ipswich Star, in 2018 after being plagued by the creepy nursery rhyme for almost an entire year. It was waking me up in the night. It was absolutely terrifying, one woman told the paper. She added, I heard it at all times of the night, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. It was sporadic. Sometimes it would play once, other times it was over and over. Last week, it played for hours. It was just horrible. Resident Alice Randall said that the creepy rendition of It's Raining, It's Pouring would sometimes be repeated for hours, terrifying people living on the outskirts of Ipswich. It's sung by what sounds like a very young child, she told The Independent. It's very haunting. People have said it's like something out of Freddy Krueger. You know the film Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger from Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's like something out of Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, wow.
Ipswich Borough Council took the complaint seriously, with the rapid response team driving to the scene to track down where the noise was coming from. So they finally tracked it down after Ms. Randall called in after being woken up by the sound at 11:15 p.m. on the 10th of September. The good news is that it wasn't a creepy ghost that was haunting residents. It was a motion alarm being triggered by spiders.
Oh my god! What?
Right.
No, that's
Okay.
ridiculous.
There's a lot to unpack.
There is
there.
an awful lot to unpack here. Basically, there are 3 things that had to happen for this to occur, and I'm about to explain them to you. So officials tracked down the noise to the nearby Farthing Road Industrial Estate, and the alarm was turned down. So, a spokesperson for the site said, the sound is only supposed to act as a deterrent for opportunistic thieves that come onto
Wow.
the property.
That's genius.
And is designed only to be heard by people on our private land. We're now aware of the problem. The motion sensors are being triggered by spiders crawling across the lens of our cameras, and it looks like we've had it turned up too loudly. We've spoken to the resident who brought it to our attention and adjusted it so this should not happen again. So basically, the only reason this was happening is because, number one, some fucking industrial estate chose it's raining, it's pouring to scare off thieves, because, I mean, fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd be spooked by that.
Yeah. Secondly, they left it turned up really loud. And thirdly, spiders were crawling across the motion sensor. There's actually a screenshot here of their CCTV.
Oh,
I'm amazed that no one worked out what it was sooner. You would have thought as soon as it was made publicly aware in the area, what the hell is this noise?
What? Oh,
That
Yeah.
someone would know. Wow, look at that. That's a big spider.
spooky. That is a very haunting image. God,
Isn't it? Yeah. It's a good story. I thought it would make a good thing.
that's pretty. What a like that is kind of a stroke of genius choosing that as an alarm sound.
Yeah, I
But-
love that. Imagine
That's
being about to break into a place and then you just hear. God, it would send me away for sure.
If that's, I have a question though. If that is their, not necessarily last resort, but they've caught something on the motion sensor that's there. So the assumption is that someone has broken in. It's playing, it's raining, it's pouring really loud for everyone to hear. Why is that not like lighting up some security guard's thing? Like there's an intruder. Why
Yeah,
isn't-
why not
why
link
is
it to
nobody
some other system?
investigated? I don't understand.
Just let it
How is
happen
this
and hope
allowed
it
to
gets
go
scared.
on for so long? I'm sorry.
Well, I
wouldn't
guess it's not
stand
for
it.
having broken in. It's I think you can see a car in that picture, so it's more like if someone passes by the driveway.
So every time someone passes by the driveway, it just starts, it's raining, it's pouring.
I guess so. I mean, it's probably not a place where people are passing all the time, but yeah, like theoretically, I guess it's to just catch people loitering in the area, and the spiders were going across the camera. But
There has to be a better way.
yeah, you'd think that like someone ought to have checked. That it, like you say, that it would be like linked to some kind of system, like motion detected at the factory.
I don't know how effective it would be. It's genius, and it's like it's clearly come from a really twisted, fucked up mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
someone
But
chose
But you
that
could
on purpose.
equally, just as effectively, in fact, probably more effectively, you could record someone's voice saying, "Move along, please. You're on camera," and that would work. That would because they would immediately leave
Yeah.
because they think that there's a person watching them.
Yeah.
It's not going to traumatize someone forever, though, is it? You've got to
No,
make sure you
and
have like
not
a
all the-
lasting
all
impact.
the
Make sure no one ever
surrounding
steals
residents.
again. Yeah,
I remember seeing an ad from JML for an alarm that you can get that you just like stick to your wall. It's not like a super sophisticated burglar alarm, but it's just a motion sensor. And when it senses something, you can get it to, so it lights up. It's like a security light, and then you can get it to either just play an alarm sound or play a sound that says you are on camera, or you can get it to play a really angry dog barking, which is a similar kind of thing to the child, I suppose. The child. You know, if you're like walking through someone's house or through their garden and suddenly you hear like, oh, roar, 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 then, you know, you might think, oh my God, what the hell is that?
a
It's certainly
cartoon
not a
dog
dog,
in
whatever.
there.
I just did some kind of sea lion, I guess. Help.
Deary me.
Wow.
That's beautiful, though. I'm a big fan of that.
Thank you for bringing that, Peter.
As
You're welcome.
horrifying as that was for the poor people who had to put up with it for a year, you've got to kind of see the humour in it, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Fuck that, though. Seriously. Fuck that.
Just have Big Baz looking over the CCTV. Give him a pack of digestives and endless tea. You'll be all right all night. You don't need spooky deterrents. Just Big Baz.
Come on, Baz.
Oh, damn.
Big Baz.
Well, let's move on to another question. This one comes from Martina Lexi at SimplyLexi1 on Twitter. What hype train were you never a part of and still don't understand?
Oh, an interesting one.
Certainly, probably the biggest hype train I have not been a part of, and I'm still not a part of, is the MCU. I mean, that's got to be, in pop culture, that's got to be the biggest thing that I'm not following right now. But to say I don't get it would be a stretch, I think. I've talked about this before, that like I missed the first couple of films, partly because I thought Iron Man is a really lame superhero. Like, I actively dislike Iron Man. But then I'm of that opinion, or I'm that kind of person who refuses to watch a multi-part anything, whether it's a TV show or a series of movies, unless I've seen everything else before it. So I'm just forced by the way I'm wired that if I want to see the rest of the MCU stuff, I feel like I have to watch everything else. And I don't want to watch Iron Man,
20,000 films,
or the Hulk, or there's certain superheroes that I really just have no interest in, whereas there's others that I am interested in. And actually, I don't mind watching standalone stuff. So it's like, I know that I probably would really like all the Avengers stuff, like where they actually all get together. So that does require, well, it doesn't necessarily require prior knowledge, but I feel like I want the prior knowledge. But with the kind of standalone introductory films, so I've watched the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and I've watched the Guardians films, and they don't require any prior knowledge because they're set in their own little corner of the universe. And it's only once they get involved in the Avengers that you have to start kind of going, oh yeah, that's that, and that's that character. So yeah, there are certain things that I probably would watch if I wanted to, and that I have watched. But certainly the Avengers movies I am not a part of.
It gets harder as well to get into every year because there's so many. And now there's the TV shows, Peter. The TV shows as well.
It never ends.
Yeah,
never
I do
ends.
feel
if you're
like
on the train, it's fantastic because it's a steady drip feed of content. But if you want to get on the train, it's a big ask.
It's like a month
At
of
this
work
point,
just to catch up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It does make me think, though, that if one day I do decide, no, do you know what? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it. That I will have so much to watch in a good way. Like, if I'm in that mindset where I really want to consume it all, imagine having that much in front of you that you're actively excited for. It's like when you buy an entire box set of an old show that's got like 10 seasons and you're like, hell yeah, here we go.
Let's do it. 12th time around for Parks and Rec. Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got. I mean, I'm erring on the same side that Marvel is. I don't have the willpower to get into it, and I'm not interested in starting it. I'll watch a Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like my one safe zone.
Watch a Spider-Man.
I'll watch a Spider-Man mainly just because of Sam Raimi's efforts in the 2000s. And I feel like I only care about it because of what Sam Raimi did to it, and I hope that boy makes a comeback. Is he
supposed to be coming back? Toby.
I feel like yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Did you not know this?
No, I mean, I like Tobey Maguire, but it's more Mr. Sam Raimi, the efforts of his directing. There was
talk of that as well, wasn't there? Like, I feel like about 6 months ago, it was kind of going around that like Sam Raimi might actually be making a Spider-Man 4, and there was like people were talking about it, and then it was like maybe not. I don't know.
I feel like I've heard that rumor as well. That would be like second coming of Christ for me. I would love that. Because I don't really have an interesting answer for the question at hand, I'm going to give the complete opposite of a hype train I did get on with. Do you remember the Ouya?
Oh no, Michael!
Oh yeah, the Ouya.
They were having us out for free at EGX one year, and I got two.
Were they actually?
Yeah.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
You just had to sign up. You had to queue up and sign up, and they gave you one.
Oh,
I did it twice with a different name.
Well, I became a Kickstarter backer for that. So well before it even actually became a thing.
You did.
Luckily, though, because it was like 2 years before it actually came out, my senses kicked in. I cancelled it, and boy, that's the easiest £100 I've ever not spent. God, just seeing the way that went down, I was like, no, this sounds fun. And I kept thinking about no, I've got no use for this, even if it is good. I don't want to play Android games on my TV. I think emulation was like the one thing it could potentially be useful for, but I got off that boat while I still had time.
The controller's so weird, if I remember rightly. It's like kind of... Do you remember when the PlayStation had the so-called banana controller? It's almost like the opposite of that. It's like you've taken a sort of standard controller shape, and instead of bananifying it, you've just squared it all off and maybe squashed it a bit.
It is like a square nana, isn't it?
Perfect. I'm misremembering, by the way. It wasn't the Ouya. It was the OnLive, a similar sort of console thing that was doomed to the very much the same fate.
What is cloud gaming?
I think so. It was an early sort of cloud gaming system, and they really were handing them out. It was weird.
Google Stadia seem to be handing them out like fucking biscuits, because that's going down the drain as well. All cloud gaming eventually just dies.
If they hand out Stadia stuff, I'll gladly take one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a free Stadia,
even though it's going to die. A thing that I didn't get on board with that everyone else seemed to love. It was during secondary school, and it's a real shame because it definitely seems like it's right up my alley in terms of the humor. But I tried to watch it then, and I tried to watch it in the past couple of years as well, and I just think it's shit. It's the Mighty Boosh.
Oh yeah.
I really don't like Mighty
I
Boosh.
don't
fully agree.
Like, I just don't get it.
Well,
it's
yeah,
just
I don't get it.
Weird for the sake of... I'm all for weird nonsense, but like it's just... It's bollocks, man. It's fucking bollocks. What is it?
I sometimes feel like trying the Mighty Boosh again because I quite like House of Fools with Bob Mortimer and Help Brain.
Noel Fielding?
No.
The other one? Julian Barrett?
No, the guy who's Vic Reeves. Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Yeah.
They did a sitcom that ran for like 2 series, I think, that was very absurdist humor. You know, it's their kind of very strange humor, but I kind of just liked it. I don't know. I guess it was slightly more grounded and believable. And like there would be these strange asides and like looks down the lens and breaking the fourth wall, but you could kind of still follow it and enjoy it for what it is. Whereas, I don't know. Yeah, Mighty Boosh is just
it's just annoying. Yeah, I've had so many people say, "No, you it seems like right up your alley. You love it." And I try it. I'm like, "This is not. I'm not laughing. I'm just not. I can't muster up a laugh."
It's very strange.
I like Noel Fielding. Like, I really like him.
I do. Outside,
I like both of them independently.
Yeah.
It's just I just don't think it's funny, and that pains me to say because so many of my friends loved it in secondary school, and as you say, Mikey, it's been recommended by a number of people. Like, oh, you'd love it. It's right up your alley. No, it's not. I actually don't think it's very good.
No, it's not.
I've tried
it's
it
not
times now.
good. How dare you? Michael Johnson.
Hello.
Do you have a thing?
I do have a thing. Imagine if I didn't have a thing. What would happen then?
That'd be humiliating, wouldn't it?
That would be absolutely humiliating. I forfeit my share of the lovely Pod Squad share. And you buy another toilet seat with it and you bash me over the head with it.
We're only buying toilet seats now. We're a toilet seat podcast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Plop Squad. No. Well, there's got to be a better one. Pod? What sounds like pod but also poo?
Oh,
maybe there's not one.
Perhaps a clod.
Oh, God.
Food Squad.
Clodiots. Oh. Anyway, let's...
maybe.
What was that, sorry?
Clogiots.
Clogiots. Yeah, there we go.
Sounds like a podcast about clogs.
About shoes, yeah.
Oh, let's move on from that. His Excellency, ever victorious Iron-Willed Commander, great man who descended from heaven, dear leader who is a perfect incarnation of the appearance that a leader should have. He's a man of many titles. Many of us just know him simply as Kim Jong-il.
That would have been my guess, yeah.
Yes, of course. He was a propagator of one of the most powerful cults of personality that the world has ever seen. A propaganda machine so powerful that they claim the wildest things to be true, and we all just kind of go along with it. The truth about North Korea's leaders are highly controlled and orchestrated by state media. So what we hear is just kind of these weird exaggerated lies that the government wants us to hear to make them sound better than they are. So I've gathered together a list of heavy, quote-unquote, real claims that have come from North Korea over the years about the country and its leaders. and I've paired them with something I've just made up.
Oh.
And I want you to decide whether or not it's Kim Jong illegitimate.
Oh, for God's
sakes.
We've all done one of these now, and I love it.
Yeah, I feel it's part of the tradition now to have something like this. I'm quite glad. Like 10 minutes before the podcast, I came up with that pun. I left just at the end of the sentence said, "Come up with pun and put it here." And I'm glad I came in to save the day.
Nice.
So yeah, I've got some real stinkers that have come out of North Korea, and I've paired them with a fake thing that I've made up. It's up to you to decide which one is real and which one is fake.
I've got a favourite thing, which I'm sure will be included, so I'll keep my fingers crossed for that.
Okay.
We got accused of being, I can't even think of the term now, like Asian phobic last time we covered North Korea.
Oh
yeah,
no,
we did, didn't we?
It was really weird. It was a thing that I did about so yeah, it was yeah, I was just talking about one of maybe these claims, and we were laughing about it because it's so obviously not true, and someone took real issue with that. It was very strange.
There's some weirdness surrounding North Korea. Today we're having fun. Yes. Thanks everyone at home. Please, we're just laughing at how weird this is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about the country and its inhabitants, just the bullshit that comes out of it. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. All right. First one. Kim Jong-il was born under a double rainbow.
Oh.
And the other one. Kim Jong-il has a singing voice so powerful that you can hear it from over 25 miles away.
Wow.
Which do you think was said by the state?
Double rainbow.
Double rainbow, yeah.
Yeah, of course. I think that's quite a well-known one. That one that like when he was born, like a star shot up in the air. There was a double rainbow. It was a truly miraculous moment. I've got a little bit of text to go with it. According to the official biography of Kim Jong-il, his birth was marked by a number of miraculous events. The document states that he was born inside a military base located on a sacred mountain. Not long afterwards, a double rainbow appeared and a new star was formed in the sky.
Wow.
Yeah, all very I mean,
I
it's
would
possible,
love to
I
read
guess.
that official biography. It sounds
Same,
incredible.
actually.
Yeah,
I
me
might.
too. Sounds fascinating.
I'm just going to leave that in another tab and remind myself to look that up on eBay and try and find a copy. I wonder if that exists.
Do they do
Get
it
a
in
signed
English?
copy, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be
signed
lovely,
by the man
yeah.
himself.
Right, next round. Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung never defecated or urinated. That word's back. Or Kim Jong-il
Full
sleeps.
stop was it. They've never done it.
Never ever defecated or urinated. They're too powerful and too mighty for that. Or Kim Jong-il sleeps for just 3 hours a night, but he doesn't really actually need sleep at all to function.
Oh, they both sound
Equally
like
ridiculous.
not familiar. So it sounds convincing. I'll say the sleeping one.
Ben?
The toilet one could go either way because on the one hand, I see them saying, no, they don't do any of that heinous shit that you guys have to do several times a day.
Nothing
But on the
heinous
other
comes out of
hand,
there, anus.
I can equally I can see them saying Kim Jong-un shits with the power of 10 horses.
Yeah, he shits gold.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the toilet one.
It was the toilet one. Apparently, they never urinated or defecated. And the little quote that backs this up. Perhaps the most famous and strangest claim that was that Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung did not defecate. This was likely said in support of the view that the leaders are practically gods and are supernatural in nature. However, the claim appears to no longer be touted by the government, with Kim Jong-un having his own personal toilet with him at all times.
What?
A little potty.
Yeah. Apparently, wherever he goes, he doesn't use like the communal toilets or whatever. He brings his own loo, which I kind of respect.
It's an assassination fear. potentially.
Maybe actually, yeah.
You might get bog bombed or something, which I've just made up, but sounds good. I should be clear. I meant to say that I thought the toilet one. I thought the sleep one was true and the toilet one was false. And you're saying the toilet one is true, a true claim.
Well, yes, a true claim. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I've only got one right so far.
Kim Jong-un spoke his first words at just 6 months old and was able to speak in short sentences by his first birthday. Or Kim Jong-un could drive a car at age 3. Which one has been touted by the government?
I'll say that the first word one is the quote-unquote true one.
Ben, you agree? Disagree?
Oh, you know what? I agree. I think it is that one.
No, the real one is that he could drive a
fuck's
car at
sake.
age 3. Let's see. There's more to it as well. He couldn't just drive a car. In 2015, reports began to emerge from North Korea about a new curriculum that teachers had to use that included updated biographical information about the young Kim Jong-un. Said to be a child prodigy, Kim Jong-un reportedly could drive by the time he was 3, was winning yacht races at age 9, and was also an expert artist and musical composer at a young age.
Brilliant.
What a hero. What a hero.
Sounds like a real hottie.
Oh, he's a man who can do everything. We salute him for it. Next up. In North Korea exists a real-life unicorn lair. And Kim Jong-il once used telepathy to defend himself from a bear attack.
This isn't the one I was thinking of, but I think I know one of these to be a real claim. So, Ben, you might want to go first.
Yes, it's the unicorn one.
It is, yeah, the unicorn
It is the unicorn one. Yeah, I think this is let's see. In 2012, the Korean Central News Agency broke the story of how researchers had discovered a real-life unicorn lair inside the country. The cave was allegedly the lair of one of the unicorns that was ridden by an ancient Asian leader known as King Tom-yong. A group of archaeologists from the Academy of Social Scientists at the History Institute was credited with the discovery, with the lair being found just a short distance away from the sacred temple in Pyongyang. Lovely. I would love to see an actual unicorn. Yeah. Come on, let's all go on a nice holiday
I'd
to
love
North Korea.
to go on a nice holiday to North Korea. Sounds
Yeah.
Delightful. When Kim Jong-un was born, all nearby horses bowed in his honor. And when Kim Jong-il passed away, not only did the human population mourn the loss, flocks of magpies also grieved.
Oh,
that's very specific, that one.
it is.
Specific.
I like that it's all nearby horses bowed. Let's not be silly
Not-
and say all
not
the
all
horses in
horses.
the country bowed. As specific as the magpie one sounds, as though it's not made up by Mikey, I think I'm going to say the... Oh, no, I don't know. No, yeah, I'm going to say the horse one is the claim from Korea.
I'm going to go with the magpies just to shake it up.
Okay.
The magpies was the true claim.
Oh, there you go.
Reading that back, I realised how ridiculous that sounded.
Sad birds. Sad birds.
Sad birds, those poor birds. I think magpies are actually like one of the breeds that do mourn like their own species loss. So maybe it did happen. So maybe it's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
They have little funeral ceremonies, magpies, sometimes. If there's a dead magpie, other magpies will gather around it and they will do calls and like behaviours that they only ever do when they are doing this thing by the side of their dead comrades. So they seem to have a specific behaviour for mourning, which is very weird.
Very weird. All right, this is the last one, so hold on to your seats.
Holding on.
Okay.
Kim Jong-il phoned the North Korean soccer coach during their World Cup match against Brazil with an invisible phone he invented himself. Or... North Korea hasn't had a single cancer diagnosis in the country over the last 60 years.
Oh my god.
It's got to be the cancer diagnosis, right? It's got to be.
But would Mikey make up that silly... I mean, just
I
the
don't
extra
know.
detail that, like, an invisible phone, not just a phone, that he invented himself.
Oh, he's a great, glorious man. Are you saying he's not capable of this?
I'm going to say that's got to be the claim.
Yeah, you're right. That is the claim that he phoned the coach
Fucking
with an
hell.
invisible phone. That he. Let me just read the quote from ESPN itself. Kim Jong-soo, the General Secretary of the North Korean Football Association, has said the dear leader gave in-depth guidance on how to develop the game in the country, and the coach himself has claimed he received regular tactical advice during matches, apparently using mobile phones that are not visible to the naked eye. Jong-il, a man of many talents, is said to have developed the technology himself.
Wow.
That's spectacular. I love it. I want a tiny invisible phone for giving soccer advice. Oh,
What
wow.
a man, what a man, what a man.
The thing I thought you might be bringing along as a claim is more about just Korea rather than Kim Jong-il. But it was, I think it was around the time we were at Vidiots, actually. They claimed that a North Korean astronaut had landed on the sun. And in order to go and not get burned up, he went at night time.
Yes. It's so good.
That's the best bit, is that
when
they
the
went at
sun's-
night time.
when the sun is
Yeah,
out.
the sun wasn't on. Good. Oh, man. Well, there we go. That's a little glimpse into the wonderful world of North Korea.
Brilliant. Thank
All
you,
the
Michael.
absolutely, definitely true facts.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you,
It is a
Mike. That was
nice
great.
place. Thank you, Michael. Question 3 comes from Addy at 2addy_p on Twitter. Netflix are giving you a budget of $100 million to adapt one of your old shows into a season of blockbuster television. Which show are you remaking, and why is it memory cards?
Good question.
Imagine memory cards with a budget. That would be a... Oh,
What do you mean? That was memory cards with a budget. How much more exciting could we make it?
Yeah, what else could you do other than fly around the world and interview people who were involved in each game? Even that wouldn't be that
That'd
exciting.
be exhausting every week.
Yeah.
Hell.
God.
The obvious answer would be Prove It, because Prove It with a
Yeah.
budget would be great. But, I mean, I just really like cooking shows.
Yeah.
I know we didn't have a specific show for that at Vidiots. Now we've got main menu at Triple Jump, but we did a bit of cooking here and there. We did a Cooking Mama, and we did the cola syrup that we made. It wasn't
Games
actually
Ever
cola
Meal as well.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, what's
Yeah,
the
that
deal?
deserves a big budget. Putting potato smileys
It
in
is
the oven.
bean time.
And the Fallout survival dinner that we made
Oh,
as well out in
delicious.
the field.
Oh, yeah. I don't think even with a big budget those videos could be improved though. They're already perfection. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Maybe just an extra camera or two would have done it.
Fallout 3 theme fading up as we play football with an abandoned doll. How do you improve on perfection?
How do imagine anything Vidiots with like actual production behind it though? Like it just wouldn't work, would it? It would just be this
baffling.
cool.
Yeah.
That was it. And it was Peter and I being very uncomfortable and feeling like fish out of water for an hour and a half. That would be Vidiots
would
with
be
a
it.
budget. It would
Oh
be,
God, there's all these people
so many
here.
people here doing this properly.
It was bad enough getting on that ride with Billy Ray Walrus at
Oh
Thorpe
fuck,
Park.
that was so awkward. Well, part of me thinks imagine worst games ever with a multicam setup and an actual set with a desk and looking nice and that. That
Like
would
going
be cool.
and have like proper little segments at the beginning of like the Billy Law and all that and the Portal Goblin. Like that would be fun to expand on that a bit more and make that
I
a
would
bigger thing.
almost like it to be a variety show where it's
Yeah.
we do a run of 10 episodes of an hour long. There's like a 15-minute worst game section. There's a Prove It section where we go on location to do something fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
Peter cooking.
A little bit of
cake.
cooking. Yeah. But we get up much like a children's TV. We get up from our worst games ever desk and walk over to the kitchen set, which is
Yeah.
part of the same set, and the camera just pans round.
We're in a giant studio that's all painted bright yellow.
Yes, it really hurts to look at.
Saying the word
Post some
variety
tat
show.
as well.
Oh, yeah, we could have
Yeah.
like a
Oh.
Dave would show up with the post each week. It's Postman
Oh my God, that-
Dave.
That would be the big budget video, just getting Dave Benson Phillips in.
Getting
Like
Dave and other
Dave's really
kids' TV
expensive.
presenters,
Dave Benson
yeah.
Phillips is
yeah,
expensive.
we do need Netflix books for that.
I actually meant Irish Dave, but yes.
Oh, Irish Dave, of course.
Dave.
Sorry,
Dave,
sorry.
Irish Dave is really expensive too, because we'd have to fly him over from Canada each week,
We would.
which would
Just
would
to
get-
serve a couple of cans of Rubicon.
just to ask what we want, and then he leaves and doesn't.
Yeah.
He has to go back to Canada. He comes back the following week with drinks.
It'd be fun to see. I don't know. Again, the man from Milan. The only reason it's even remotely entertaining is because of how shit and low budget and cobbled together it is. That like, imagine if we were riding around actual mopeds in the chase scene. No, give us a stick and let us run around with them in front of the office.
My favourite part about that is what I thought was kind of brilliantly done, but also dreadfully done in terms of low budget, was the metal grill shelf for the jail cell in the foreground.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good. It like slid along. You added the sound in post, and it actually sort of, until you saw that it was just being held by a hand. For a moment, you're like, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay."
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Imagine, though, if we did have a budget for the moped sequences, what we could do, because neither Peter nor I can ride mopeds, is, I'm assuming Peter, sorry, I don't mean to.
No, you're right.
Mad stunt lad over here. We could have stunt doubles that look nothing like us for the moped chase scenes.
Yeah.
I think that would also tie into the shitness while also elevating the production of the show.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I think with a Netflix budget, do it like a 3-part documentary in pursuit of Jugson.
Jugson.
Oh my God.
Making a Jugson.
Yeah, making a Jugson. Like going into the deep dive into his backstory, how he got here, and like finding
the
today.
cameraman.
Yeah, like just unravel the whole thing and just get to know the story. That'd be good.
Amazing.
Because right at the very end, when he says, "Oh, you do mad stunts on your pedal bike," and he says, "Oh, I fucking did," he says, "No, He says something like, your Danny told me, or your Janice told me, or something." So there's like an extra character in there that's alluded to right at the end. We could track down his Danny and ask her or him all about the mad stunts.
Yeah.
There's so many
Come
people
on,
we could
Netflix.
talk to. Come on, Netflix.
We could either have the Vidiots
Netflix.
Variety Hour or In Pursuit of Making a Jugson.
We're easily on the same level as Auntie Donna in terms of popularity on the internet. Easily. Totally comparable. Give us a show. You gave them a show.
Yeah.
Come on.
Give us a show.
No one's even heard of Australia before.
Come on, give us a show, Netflix, please. Give us a show. Time for my thing. My thing is a news story. Well, not really a news story, but just an article. It's from mentalfloss.com, but there are tons of other places where you can read about this. Did you know that you have stripes?
What?
You, Peter
don't.
Austin, you have stripes.
Lying.
I don't.
Michael
What are you
Johnson,
talking-
you have stripes.
I'm looking right now.
You're lying to me, Ben.
We all have stripes. The article says, "Envy the tiger and the zebra no longer. You have stripes of your own." Human skin is overlaid with what dermatologists call Blaschko's lines, a pattern of stripes covering the body from head to toe. The stripes run up and down your arms and legs and hug your torso. They wrap around the back of your head like a speed skater's aerodynamic hood and across your face. Or they would, if you could see them. In the early 1900s, German dermatologist, or germatologist, I suppose, Alfred Blaschko, reported that many of his patients' rashes and moles seemed to follow similar formations, almost as though they were tracing invisible lines. But those lines didn't follow nerves or blood vessels. They didn't represent any known body system. And then it shows a little diagram, and there's a winky on it. Do you want to see the winky?
Good. Can you send it to me?
You want to see the winky?
Can you
see a cheeky little winky?
use your Microsoft snipping tool and just send a tiny square image of the winky?
Yeah, I don't have that because I'm on a Mac.
just the
so there's
winky.
the winky. So there's his thing there. Here's how Blaschko depicted these lines in an early paper. It turns out these lines are far more extensive than even Blaschko thought. Closer to this. And I will now send you this. There's no winky on this one.
Sorry, Ben and me and Mikey.
Oh,
both
nice.
just
A little
sent
close up on the winky in the chat
tiny
there. Thanks,
winky
guys.
close-ups. Yeah, don't worry.
Real treat. There we are. There's the
One for the
stripy.
thread.
There's the stripy
Ooh.
person.
Wow.
That's what you look like. And today, we know what they are. Cellular relics of our development from a single cell to a fully formed human. Each one of us started out as a single cell, and then a little glob of cells. As the cells divided, they differentiated. Some became muscles, others bones, still others organs, and some became skin. As those skin cells continued dividing, they expanded and stretched to cover a quickly growing body. One cell line pushed and swirled through another, like a steamed milk poured into an espresso to make a latte. And there's a gif of latte art being made, which is really weird.
Fantastic imagery in this article.
Really, it repeats. It's so obnoxious. It repeats so rapidly. It's a very short GIF. Blasco's lines are the molecular evidence of those swirls. Most people will never see their own stripes. As Dr. Blasco noted, there are dozens of skin conditions that follow these lines, but most of them affect patches of skin or a single body part, not the entire body. It does go on to say that lined and whorled or whorled, nevoid hypermelanosis can often highlight some of these patterns and stripes. And then there are the chimeras. Remember the single cell that turned into a glob? It says, from time to time, two of these starter cells will merge and become a glob together. The glob eventually this is all scientific. The glob eventually resolves into a chimera, an animal with 2 lines of DNA. As the animal's skin develops, the 2 groups of cells divide and swell just like non-chimera skin cells. The difference is the 2 groups of chimerical cells are slightly different from each other. Behold, the chimera cat Venus!
What?
Behold, the chimera cat Venus!
Oh, there you go.
Oh, baby.
It's half black cat with sort of green eyes and half tabby with blue. Orange, sort of orange boy.
Very cute.
Venus.
Venus.
Instagram and Twitter at Venus Two-Face Cat.
Two-Face
I was
cat.
trying to do all one word. Venus Twaffus Cat.
Twafache cat.
Twafakiak.
Sometimes this difference is obvious. More often in humans, though, it's too subtle to notice with the naked eye and can only be spotted under UV light. So there we are. This was doing the rounds recently, and some people incorrectly, and I've looked into it now because it's how I found it with this accompanying sort of assertion, I suppose. Is that a word? Does that make sense?
mean,
I know what you mean.
If it is, you're smarter than I am. I don't know.
Assertation.
Assertion.
Assertion, there it is. Boom,
There you
added
go.
an A. Assertion, thank you. Felt wrong saying it. They have added the assertion erroneously that cats can see our stripes.
Right.
Because they have
Oh.
special eyes and they can see things that we can't. But, as it turns out from Googling around, that's not true. There's sort of an urban myth, internet myth website that, tracks these stories as they trend and, really goes into
Snopes.
detail on when these bullshit bits get added. And it even managed to identify a specific date and location from where this cat thing was kind of introduced to the story. But it's not true. Cats can't see our stripes, as exciting as that is, but it doesn't change the fact that we all have stripes. We just can't see them.
Oh, it's a shame.
How about that?
How about
So
that?
next time someone tells you to earn your stripes, you can say, I've already gone, thank you very much.
You got a fucking
Shut the
UV
fuck
light,
up.
bud. Or a cat, and they'll say, well, actually, cats, that's not true. That's an urban myth.
That's a
Cats
myth.
can't see that. So,
No, but
fucking
they
idiot.
But we can see it in them. If you go to at Venus Twafasat
Fast as that.
then you'll see it for yourself.
We'll see all of it. Magnificent. Well, that's my thing.
Oh,
Thank you, Ben. That was
thank
great.
you.
Let's move on to the final question.
Okay, yes!
This comes from Momo Beans at Beans_Momo, and Momo Beans needs some advice.
Oh.
I'm trying to get my fiance, I hope you're married, to let us hire Bobby Babalooni for our wedding.
What?
She isn't sure about hiring a balloon artist for our wedding. What should I say to convince her to let us get everyone's favourite balloon creator to be at our wedding?
Do we have their
Well,
name? Do we have the fiance's
If you're
name?
having a party,
Yeah, that was going to be my response. Listen, fiance, insert name here. If you're having a party, let me tell you just what to do. Just call Babalooni,
Yeah.
and they'll, I don't know, make it great for you.
Happen for you, something like that. I would like to say that it can. Some people do, and you'll know this, Peter, as you're arranging a wedding currently. Some people get multiple entertainers to keep people happy. I went to a wedding that had a cartoonist and also someone who did sleight of hand magic. Excuse me. It was like going between the tables, just entertaining people. And I'm not saying Babalooni's services are not worth a lot of money, but I don't think Bobby Babalooni would cost a lot of money to hire. So you could probably get a Babalooni all evening and afford an additional act.
So that's another reason to hire Babalooni, is that
Yes.
it won't cost you much to do so.
Super
and hey, you can have all of the red Arachno boys made for your friends as you like. Green Swamp Ogre.
I haven't been on Babalooni's website for a while. Will you join me?
Of course.
Yes, of course,
let's
of
find out
course.
whether it's... Because didn't it go down for a while when
She
Flash
got a new site.
taken
Got
down?
a new
yeah.
fucking
Yes.
site. Bobby.
The song isn't here anymore. That is truly
Babalooni.com.
heartbreaking.
There she is. Announcement. Welcome. Check out my new announcement. Learn more.
Learn more.
Just goes
Learn
to the
more.
reviews page where it says reviews coming soon.
Thanks for the heads up.
Twisted
Whoa, there's a little
Creations.
chat. Oh, there's a little chat feature, but it's just an email form in disguise. That's sad.
Man, about the artist.
Hope I could talk to Babalooni in real time.
My name is Bobby, but you can call me Babalooni. Whether you know me as a balloon twister or an elementary school teacher, or one word, you can be sure that I know how to put big smiles on everyone's face. Let me make your children feel special. I know how to do that, it says with 4 exclamation marks. I've been twisting throughout South Florida for years at hundreds of parties, restaurants, hotels, grand openings, and special occasions. You'll always experience my personal attention and professional service when you choose me. Babalooni! I think we've read
Look
that
at the
before.
Elmo.
I remember the personal attention and professional service quotes. Whoa! Why has Elmo got such a big dick?
Yeah.
Look at this tiny picture of Big Bird. Oh, well, it's big when you click it. It's weird. It's that size on the Twisted Creations page, but when you then click on it, it takes you to a tiny. Let me see if this URL will work instead. Takes
It's
you to
holding
a
a
smaller
Babalooni-
version of it.
A Babalooni card, look.
Try clicking that.
Oh, that's really cute.
Nemo.
That was weird. Oh, that was just a link to the Twisted Creations page, but it's become the Nemo.
It's Nemo
picture.
now. Oh, yeah, we can't follow that link. Discord has said you wanted to see Nemo, right?
It looks like something's been like there's a hole punch in the card that's striking off one of the things they offer, like private parties, and then fun events has been punched out. So
No
I guess
fun
they no
events.
longer offer fun events.
Momo Bean's wedding is on there. Guys, you've got to.
Please, like if you live within the vicinity of Bobby Babalooni, why wouldn't you hire them? That's
Yeah.
all I'm going to say. It's like just have a scroll through this page. Imagine all of your wedding guests going home with just something demonic and delightful.
That is brilliant.
Oh, look at that, Mike.
Mike Wazowski.
I don't think this is what you were reading before, Ben. My, and then in inverted commas, it says, my creations include juggle of domestic animals, people, bracelets, hats, hair accessories, headbands, superheroes, mermaids, princesses, flowers, swords, ocean life, cartoon characters, aliens, dinosaurs, crowds, and a ton more. Call for a price quote. 1 hour for 10 to 5 children, or 1.5 hours for 15 to 20 children.
Or just 2 hours for no
Or 2 hours.
Any number of children you can squeeze in that room, I'll make sure they get a balloon.
Imagine having her as your elementary school teacher. She looks delightful.
Yeah. Well, what a star. I think the biggest loss with the new website is that on the old website, every balloon character had like a weird off-brand name, which is now lost, which is really sad, actually. Oh,
Does it tell you the name of the image if you save it, or is it just a random?
No, I tried that. I don't think it does.
sadly
It just
not.
has like a string of numbers .jpg, which is a shame.
That is a shame.
The Babalooni jingle is embedded. The SoundCloud is embedded on the
Oh.
front page, but if you play it, you just don't get any sound from it. Maybe it's just my SoundCloud is turned down because it like remembers what your volume was. But if you click
let me
on,
have a play.
if I go to the SoundCloud,
Oh no, that
page-
definitely works. I can hear those familiar bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay, it might
Oh,
just
what
be
a tune.
my-
Welcome
oh, it's
to the world of Babalooni.
yeah, it's just my Apple device is wrong actually, but
Oh. So it's just going out somewhere in your house.
Yeah.
I'm going a layer
door.
deeper. I'm inspecting through Google Chrome. I'm inspecting the elements, just the various images, and I'm sorry to report that they also just have generic names. They don't have.
Damn it.
It's nothing. It can't. Maybe we need to use the contact page and just ask Babalooni to please add photo descriptions,
Bobby, please add
details.
Please add, Bobby,
Details.
please add details.
Why does Mickey Mouse have nipples? That's what I want to know. See the Mickey Mouse one?
well,
Oh
to
wow,
feed
he
his
does
young.
have big nips. Jesus.
Feed his young. Awful. What an awful thing you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
God. Please, all right. Just get Babalooney, please, and invite us to the wedding. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we get there.
Get Bobby to do a balloon for us and send it to us in the post. And even if it's just popped and deflated by the time it arrives, I won't even care. I just want to have a popped balloon that Babalooney once handled.
I honestly think if I was a guest at the wedding, and even if it wasn't Bobby Babalooney, but there was someone making balloon animals, I'd instantly have like the time of my life. That's a nice keepsake that you can take home and look at and remember. And I think it would really round out the day. Please.
Wasn't Momo Bean's wedding fantastic? What? Oh shit! Yeah, they got married. I only had eyes for Babalooney all night. That's the only reason I went. I saw Babalooney was down, and that's sold me on it completely.
Yeah.
Got to go get that sick Babalooney art.
God, have you seen how big that Mike Wazowski one is? If you click on it in Discord and go to original image, it's fucking huge.
God almighty.
Wow, that's
The photo.
such a detailed eyeball as well.
No.
That's slightly terrifying, isn't it?
Brilliant. Yes,
Lovely.
all of Podiots, every single listener implores you
Yeah.
Yeah.
to hire
Please.
Bobby Babalooney.
To just call Babalooney.
Call her.
Live our dreams for us.
Yeah.
Dreams can come true. You got to do it now legally. You've got to do it. Well, there we are. That's all our questions and things for you this week. We hope you've enjoyed the episode. Before we get into some of these plugs, would you like to know what's coming out on Vidiots this week, 3 years ago?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Here we go. Worst Games Ever Spooky Special, Billy the Wizard, Rocket Stick Race, Rocket Broom.
I think you said that last
Stick.
time.
Yeah, I did. It happens to fall on the same day that this episode
Right.
releases, so I tend to double up. I'm really sorry, but the next video is Vidiots is changing.
Oh, no.
No! Oh, God. No.
It's probably one of our most disliked videos, actually, as well.
Is it actually?
Yeah, and also,
Wow.
yeah, we're on like 81.6% likes on that one.
We were sort of... I remember being really mad about that at the time, and then
Yeah.
I kind of forgot that happened and went into... The graph of how mad I am that happened went into a trough. But now thinking back and being reminded that people disliked that video and had a go at us, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why
do
are
it
you
on
taking away our
purpose.
YouTube videos?
We're losing our jobs.
Yeah, that was literally it. Some people were real dicks, and I would say that the people who stuck out in my mind as being dicks have not continued to follow us. So that's not. It's no great loss, really, is it? Entitled assholes.
Yeah.
But there were some really nasty people about it. They just
I
didn't
don't know why I
understand.
forgot that video existed. I knew I should have known this would come at some point, but what
Yeah.
a slap to the face.
We ape it every year, don't we, Peter?
We do.
Triple
yeah,
Jump.
every
Oh,
time
you
we've
do,
got any
yeah.
kind of
Not
announcement.
changing.
No.
We
You
copy
monsters.
the thumbnail and everything. Announcement.
Just little heartaches. Oh, heartbreaks for everyone.
Yeah, that's when things really changed. That's fun, wasn't it? Everyone liked that.
yes.
Then, I wonder why the channel didn't do so well. We did a video about NBA Playgrounds 2, which we titled Buckets National Basketball Association 2000.
What?
Hang
We
on.
called it National Basketball Association 2000.
Yes, we did.
What the fuck?
Let me send you.
Professional game YouTube gamers.
I think
Was that a sponsored video? or-
no, I think by that point we just had enough. There you go. That's the full title.
What the hell? Oh, with all in one 2000s Playgrounds 2 all written in actual words. Okay,
Yes.
that's clearly some kind of joke.
Yeah, we're just taking the piss, I think.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
The sharp decline of videos.
Thing is, the view count didn't dip that much. It still did like 11k, 12k. So, yeah, not so bad.
Look at us go.
In the spotlight, remember that? Marvel's Spider-Man, The Heist, DLC for Spider-Man, I think. Podiots
Nice
episode
little
19.
opening asset for that show that Mikey made.
Oh, yeah,
Very
it was
good.
really nice. I did enjoy that.
Yeah. So, sadly, opening assets don't get views.
No.
Oh,
Well, I liked it.
thanks.
Episode 19 of Podiots, Car Crash DM. That, I'm just reading the description. Podiots is now weekly. Also, we're out of the job. But Podiots is weekly. Hooray! Ben was crashed into by an old lady. You two were there for that.
Yeah, we were all in the car.
Oh, God, that was horrifying. Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was a good fun. Post some tat number 38, the penultimate tat.
Oh, God.
No. Then we did that gigantic one at the end, didn't we? We'll get to
I
that.
remember, like, at the end of the final tap being just like this sweaty kind of broken man. It's like, God, this is so much.
Yeah.
It's like 6-7 hours of recording or something. It was.
it was.
God, it was like a full working day in that room.
Bonkers. Actually, speaking of which, we might as well repeat it here as well, Peter. We were talking about this earlier on our Triple Jump podcast. We are doing the Triple Jump Tat Appeal, obviously. The legacy of Post Some Tat lives on. This isn't to promote that here, but just to say that sometimes, or previously at least, people sent us stuff for you, Mikey, but obviously it's a logistical problem for us to get it to you. So we're encouraging people maybe not to do that, and if they do want to send you stuff, then they can reach out to you, and I'm sure send it to Yogscast and stuff like that.
The Yogscast address is still the same.
Certainly is.
Send it on.
Send it to Vidiots as well.
Yeah, do that. Just go to an old Post Some Tat.
Big fan of the channel, guys. Thought I'd send something in for Post Some Tat.
I wonder if there is anyone who stumbled across Vidiots in like the past 2 years and was just watching the videos. They kept popping up on the recommended, like, this is great. Fucking love this. Wonder what these guys are doing.
I'm going to send something
Oh,
into
Vidiots
this
is changing?
address.
What's this? Oh,
man.
It'll do Daft some good. Bring him down a peg to make him do a bit of Hedwig work again, I think.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
big name streamer.
Hedwig.
Yeah.
New Vidiots merch. Remember that? That was the VS1
Oh,
hoodie and the sort of 90s Vidiots t-shirts.
Was that when we went to that alleyway? That
No,
absolutely stunk
this
of
is
piss?
a different one. This is when we moved the VS1 logo to a hoodie.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. We were going to bring that out before Vidiots is changing, but we thought, no, we don't want to piss people off if they buy a bit of merch to find out the channel they've bought merch for is no longer going to exist in a while.
No, that's the one where someone is sad and boring on a bench, and then as soon as they put the merch on, they're really happy.
Yeah. Mikey,
and
were you
Hat
doing
Films-
rolls on the floor in that?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
he does a
of
forward
course.
roll. Hat
shot in
Films
Queen
did an
Square.
ad just like that recently, but much higher
Oh, they
production
did, didn't
quality.
they?
Yeah, it was basically
They
just
did.
Those
if you don't have the
bastards.
merch, you're sad and miserable. So we really were just Poundland Hat Films.
Hey, it sounds to me from what you said that Hat Films was Poundland Vidiots. It took them close to 3 years to rip us off. No, we love Hat Films, to be perfect.
We do love Hat Films. very
Perfectly
much.
clear.
Good
They're
boys.
wonderful boys, and we harboured no resentment at all.
Not
But
at all.
clearly, we did something right, just not right enough. There we go. While we're here, Mikey, before I move on with the rest of the videos, do you want to tell people where they can buy that merch if they want to?
Oh, why not? Why not? If you head over to store.yogscast.com,
It's still available.
it's still available. Head over to our little section. If you want to relive the year 2018, you can buy a Vidiots Play hoodie. Right there, there it is. The nice hoodies, I promise, probably.
That is
Beautiful.
the saddest call to action to buy merch I've ever heard. If you want to buy
Something we advertised in November 2018.
days after we
God.
cancelled our channel, we didn't want to do it before the cancellation, but you can buy it now.
You can buy a sad bit of history. And better yet, with code Vidiots at checkout, you can get 10% off everything. Everything in the Yogs store. There you go.
Incredible. Yeah, that's available.
dearie
You can
me.
go buy that, please. Worst games ever, 007 Racing. That was one. Vidiots announcement Q&A. We had to make another
God.
video to clarify. This one was far
Please stop
more
being angry at
favourably
us.
received. And I think it started off with Peter saying fuck you to people who were dicks about it.
Yeah, it was. I thought, well, nothing to lose now.
Yeah. And you were right, because some people were very nasty about it. So there we are. Podiots episode 20, Bookache. Peter can only defecate when reading. Ben's on the
Oh,
hunt
yeah.
for a
Remember
Mystery
that.
Rosie and Jim cassette tape. And Mikey's
wow.
moved flat.
For the record, I can't only decaffeinate when reading. It was to do with that thing where people in Asia go into bookshops and need to take a shit.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
Like a psychological effect, yeah.
Spyro Reignited Blindfold Challenge. That was a piece of cake video.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, I remember that being a fever dream of a challenge video of us running up and down the corridors and.
No, that was a
costume.
different one. So that was Ben played
wait.
blindfolded, but then we also did the Prove It
Yeah,
live
there
action
was the
challenge.
Prove It too. That was a
pretty
very,
wild one.
very low budget Prove It, wasn't it? Shot
Yes.
in the office, just wandering around.
Dear.
I'm in trouble, Tubbs. Worst games ever, Miami Vice.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that
Pretty
one.
rad. And honestly, one of my favourite videos we've ever made. The Little Britain DVD game is broken. Well,
so
our recording
good.
managed to lose all of the sound, so enjoy this sample with whatever audio we could glean from our recording. So,
Margaret.
Mag?
Matt,
Margaret.
Matt. Oh, it's incredible. What
Mikey,
a
I think in some ways, I think your laugh carried a lot of Vidiots
Oh,
content.
yeah, it's infectious.
If you hadn't laughed at stuff, it wouldn't have been anywhere
God.
near as funny.
Peter and I are very dry. Our humour's very dry.
And I'm there just as I'm like the laugh track in a sitcom, pretty much, to remind
It's
you.
all just the Big Bang Theory. It's actually shit content, but the laughter is
Really
there.
elevates
Oh,
it.
it makes a huge difference, though, having someone who's like loudly laughing.
Just wailing. I remember like we'd like finish recording and we'd step out and the editors would be looking at us like, God, that was loud. Like, yeah, sorry.
Really
that
sorry
happens.
about that. You sounded like you were haunted.
I'm going to be sick.
Well, there we are. That's what came
think-
out on video. It's 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you, Ben. Wonderful as always.
Yeah.
Especially this time. How sad.
YouTube,
Well, we're over
Twitter.
it now. We've passed it.
Yes, it's over. Yeah, we're over it. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.com/Vidiots
Vidiots
Official.
Official.
And Twitch.tv/Vidiots Official as well for very, 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 very occasional streams. Streamlabs.com/Podiots donations. Donate £3 or more to get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show. Join the Pod Squad. Mikey, remind us who we got.
Caroline! I want my kids back. Caroline. Small peanut, but it smells big. Cunt uppy slide friggin'. The Chegg Pranos. The incredibly generous pro trainer. Thank you very much. Kevin from Con. Hawkman 105. Momo Beans. Donak 07. Trunter's used toilet seat. Millpool. Raindrop Joy. Flaps. Bonehold Steve Bopson. A slightly uncomfortable hat. Specky Becky, the generous Katiekin Solo, thank you, Stephen Scodes, and I paid for a loo seat. Thank you all.
Also, Caroline, you broke my heart. Wow, that's a big donation. Have some money to be funny. Caroline, don't take the cat. Stukalicious. What happened to Bethins? Lord Brotovich, but not spooky. Bobby Chegaloony. Peter Boston. Dave Badgeson Phillips. Biffad's Nuts, Filthy Sandra's Feral Fuckboy, Caroline, I'm with Sandra now, you know it's all about Dacoum, Caroline left me for my nan, I'm in trouble, Jags, Just Keep Swimming Ash, who was very generous, thank you very much, and Ryan made Caroline cry.
Caroline Benson Phillips, streamlabs.com/a Caroline, but not that one, Crusty Jugglers, Dogs Can't Look Up, Hollywood's Wilted Handwank, Hard Cheese to you, Patrick, Fart, I Am Phone, Trudy Beekman, Mr. Black, Crusty Menace, The Caroline Saga Needs Film, My Vagina Tattoo is Beautiful, Big Titty Jesus 42, Tommy and Ben the Wank Engines, What Are You, Some Sort of Lib, also and as well as Bobby's Rabbi, oh I see, Bobby's Rabbi Blew Me. It's meant to be
Did you
read
not get
in
that last time?
That's meant to be read in that intonation, inflection.
Yeah, I think you did last time.
Did
without
I? I thought I just
realising,
read
yeah.
it straight.
Just me.
Bobby's Rabbi Blew Me. I didn't pick up on that first time. Very clever. Big brain joke. And the list continues, which it doesn't. So thank you, everyone. That's the Pod Squad for this week. Streamlabs.com/Podiots donations. £3 or more to get a shout out. We love you all. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you.
Thank you.
Mikey, where can people find you?
At Parrot Boy on Twitter is the best place to keep up with my doings and goings and beings and weings. That's where I occasionally post things. If I'm streaming, you'll find out there. That's the best way to find out. Right now, if you go on there, you'll find a picture of a cat in a backpack. So go enjoy them.
Great.
And Peter, where are
I've
we?
not seen that. I'll have to go over and have a look.
You will.
We
That's
are
very good.
at Team Triple Jump as a twosome, but also we are, that's on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch and all sorts of places. But also we are at That Peter Austin and at Confused_Dude on Twitter.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, that's everything from us. Why not leave a review on iTunes or your platform of choice? It helps something to do with Al Gore's rhythms. 5 stars, though, guys. Come on, 5 stars. 5 stars, please.
Come on.
Please.
Come on.
Please. Do we have a final question to ride off into the sunset off of the back off of?
What would you get Bobby Babalooni to make you? What would you want from that balloony lady?
That's a good one.
Tough one.
That's a good one. Let us know.
Think
And
about
what
that.
would the discount bootleg name of it be?
Yes. Need to know that. Right, we're going. We'll see you in a fortnight. Look after yourselves. We love you. Bye.
Ta-ra!
Bye bye, Looney.